We shall find a time, Audrey. Patience, gentle Audrey.
Faith, the priest was good enough for all the old gentleman saying.
A most wicked Sir Oliver, Audrey, a most vile Martex. But, Audrey, there is a youth in the forest that lays claim to you.
I know who 'tis, but he hath no interest in me in the world. Here comes the man you mean.
It is meat and drink to me to see a clown. By my troth, we that have good wits have much to answer for. We shall be flouting. We cannot hold.
Good even, Audrey.
God ye good evening, William.
Oh, and good even to you, sir.
Good even, gentle friend. Cover thy head. Cover thy head, nay, prithee, cover thy head. How old are you, friend?
5 and 20, sir.
A ripe age. Is thy name William?
William, sir.
A fair name. Wast born, I here, the forest?
Oh, aye, sir. I thank God.
Thank God. Good answer. Art rich?
Oh, faith, sir. So.
So is good. Very good. 'Tis excellent good. And yet it is not. It is but so. Art thou wise?
Oh, aye, sir. I have a pretty wit.
Why, thou sayest well. I do not remember a saying, the fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Do you love this woman?
I do, sir.
Give me your hand. Art thou learned?
No, sir.
Then learn this of me. To have is to have. For a figure in rhetoric that drink being poured out of a cup into a glass, the filling of the one doth empty the other. For all the writers do consent that ipsy is he. Now you are not ipsy, for I am he.
Which he, sir?
He, sir, that must marry this woman. Therefore, you clown,
Ouch!
abandon, which in the vulgar, leave, the society, which in the boorish is company, of this female, which in the common is woman, which together is abandon the society of this female, or, clown, thou perishest, or to thy better understanding, thou diest, or to wit, I kill thee, make thee away, translate thy life into death, thy liberty into bondage. I shall deal in poison with thee, in bastinato, in steel. I will o'errun thee, I will bandy with thee infection, I will kill thee 150 ways. Therefore, tremble and depart.
Do, good William.
God rest you, merry sir.
Tomorrow is the day, Audrey. Tomorrow we will be married.
I do desire it with all my heart, and I hope it is not dishonest desire to be a woman of the world.
Our master and mistress seeks you. Come, away.
Trip, Audrey, I attend.
Is it possible that on so little acquaintance you should like her? That by seeing you should love her, and loving woo, and wooing she should grant? And will you preserve to enjoy her?
Say with me. I love Eliana. Say with her that she loves me. Consent with both that we may enjoy each other. It shall be to your good, for my father's house and all the revenue that was old Sir Rowland's will I estate upon you. And here live and die a shepherd.
You have my consent. Let your wedding be tomorrow. Go you and prepare Eliana. For look, here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, fair sister.
Oh, my dear Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scarf.
Oh, it's my arm.
I thought thy heart had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
Wounded it is, but with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your handkerchief?
Aye, and greater wounds than that.
Oh, your brother and my sister no sooner met, but they looked. No sooner looked, but they loved. No sooner loved, but they sighed. No sooner sighed, but they asked one another the reason. No sooner knew the reason, but they sought the remedy. They are in the very wrath of love, and they will together. Loves cannot part them.
They shall be married tomorrow, and I will bid the Duke to the nuptial. But, oh, how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes. By so much more shall I tomorrow be at the height of heart's heaviness, by how much I shall think my brother happy in having what he wishes for.
Why then, tomorrow I cannot serve your turn for Rosalind?
I can live no longer by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. Know of me then, for now I speak to some purpose, that I know you are a gentleman of good conceit. If you do love Rosalind so near the heart as your gesture cries it out, when your brother marries Eliana, shall you marry her? I know unto its fortune she is driven, and it is not impossible to me. If it appear not inconvenient to you to set her before your eyes tomorrow.
Speak thou in sober meanings?
By my life I do. Therefore put you in your best array, bid your friends, for you will be married tomorrow, you shall, and to Rosalind, if you will. Oh, look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
Youth, you have done me much ungentleness to show the letter that I writ to you.
I care not if I have. It is my study to seem despiteful and ungentle to you. You there are followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him, love him, he worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
Oh, it is to be all made of sighs and tears, and so am I for Phebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of faith and service, and so am I for Phebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, and all made of wishes, all adoration, duty, and observance, all humbleness, all patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, all observance. And so am I for Phebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
So am I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Who do you speak? Why blame you me to love you?
To her that's not here, nor doth not hear.
I pray you no more of this. 'Tis like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me all together. I will marry you if ever I marry a woman, and I'll be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you if ever I satisfy a man, and you'll be married tomorrow. And I will content you, if what pleases you contents you, marry tomorrow. As you love Rosalind, meet. As you love Phebe, meet. And as I love no woman, I'll meet. So fare you well. I have left you my commands.
I'll not fail if I live.
Nor I.
Nor I.
Dost thou believe, Orlando, that the boy can do all that he hath promised?
I sometimes do believe, and I sometimes do not. As those that fear, they hope, and know they fear.
Patience once more whilst our compact is urged. You say, if I bring in Rosalind, you will bestow her on Orlando here.
That would I. Had I kingdoms to give with her.
And you say you will have her if I bring her?
That would I, were I of all kingdoms king.
And you say you'll marry me if I be willing.
That will I, should I die the hour after.
But if you refuse to marry me, you'll give yourself to this most faithful child.
So is the bargain.
You'll say that you'll have Phebe if she will.
Though to have her and death were both one thing.
I have promised to make this matter even.
I do remember in this shepherd's boy some lively touches of my daughter's favor.
My lord, the first time I ever saw him, methought he was a brother to your daughter. But my good lord, this boy is forest born.
There is, sure, another flood toward, and these couples are coming to the ark. Oh, here comes a pair of very strange beasts, which in all tongues are called fools.
Salutations and greetings to you all.
Oh, good, my lord, bid him welcome. This is the motley-minded gentleman that I have so often met in the forest. He hath been a courtier, he swears.
If any man doubted, let him put me to my purgation. I have trod a measure. I have flattered a lady. I have been politic with my friend, smooth with mine enemy. I have undone 3 tailors. I have had 4 quarrels, and like to have fought 1.
I like him very well.
Oh, God ild you, sir, I do desire you of the like. I press in here, sir, amongst the rest of the country copulatives, to swear and to forswear, according to marriage binds and blood breaks. A poor virgin, sir. An ill-favored thing, sir, but mine own. A poor humor of mine, sir, to take that no man else will. Rich honesty dwells like a miser in a poor house, as your pearl in a foul oyster.
By my faith, he is very swift and sententious.
He's as good at anything, and yet a fool.
He uses his folly like a stalking horse, and under the presentation of that, he shoots his wit.
Good Duke, receive thy daughter, that thou mightst join her hand with his, whose heart within her bosom is.
I knew it.
What? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
To you I give myself, for I am yours. To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter.
If there be truth in sight, you are my Rosalind.
If sight and shape be true, why then my love adieu.
I'll have no father if you be not he. I'll have no husband if you be not he, nor ne'er wed woman if you be not she.
Oh, my dear niece, welcome thou art to me. even daughter welcome in no less degree. Here's 8 that must take hands to join in heaven's bands. You and you, no cross shall part. You and you are heart in heart. You to his love must accord, or have a woman to your lord. You and you are sure together, as the winter to foul weather.
I will not eat my word. Now thou art mine. Thy faith my fancy to thee doth combine.
Oh, let me have an audience for a word or two. I am the second son of old Sir Rowland, that bring these tidings to this fair assembly. Duke Frederick, hearing how that every day men of great worth resorted to this forest, addressed a mighty power which were on foot, in his own conduct purposely, to take his brother here and put him to the sword. And to the skirts of this wild wood he came, where, meeting with an old religious man, after some questioning with him, was converted, both from his enterprise and from the world. His crown bequeathing to his banished brother, and all their lands restored to them again that were with him exiled. This, to be true, I do engage my life.
Welcome, young man. Thou offerest fairly to thy brother's wedding. First, in this forest, let us do those ends that here were well begun and well begot. And after every of this happy number that have endured shrewd days and nights with us, shall share the good of our returned fortunes, according to the measures of their states. Play, music, and you, brides and bridegrooms all, with measure heaped in joy, to the measures fall.
Sir, by your patience, if I heard you rightly, the Duke hath put on a religious life and thrown into neglect the pompous court.
He hath.
To him will I. Out of these convertites there is much matter to be heard and learned. You, to your former honor, I bequeath your patience, and your virtue well deserves it. You, to a love that your true faith doth merit. You, to your land and love and great allies. You, to a long and well-deserved bed. And you, to wrangling. For thy loving voyage is but for 2 months victualled. So to your pleasures I am, for other than for dancing measures.
Stay, Jaques, stay.
I see no pastime in what you would have. I'll stay to know at your abandoned house.
Proceed, proceed. We will begin these rites as we do trust they'll end in true delight.
not the fashion to see the lady the epilogue, but it is no more handsome than to see the lord the prologue. If it be true that good wine needs no bush, 'tis true that a good play needs no epilogue. Yet to good wine they do use good bushes, and good plays prove the better by the help of good epilogues. What a case am I in, then, that am neither a good epilogue, nor can insinuate with you on the behalf of a good play? I'm not furnished like a beggar, therefore to beg will not become me. My way is to conjure you, and I'll begin with the women. I charge you, O women, for the love you bear to men, to like as much of this play as please you. And I charge you, O men, for the love you bear to women, as I perceive by your simpering none of you hates them, that between you and the women the play may please. If I were a woman, I would kiss as many of you as had beards that pleased me, complexions that liked me, and breaths that I defied not. And I am sure as many of you have good beards and good faces or sweet breaths will, for my kind offer, when I make curtsy, bid me farewell.